Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. I've done a little bit more research in between episodes as I was poking around the base and fixing some minor things. So I just finished researching tool belt. Looking at the console log to see research is not so useful anymore since I have all these LTN messages. I wonder if maybe we don't need so many messages. I think there's a way to, message level. I don't think I need to get a message about every single delivery. So I'm going to change this to errors and warnings, and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I won't get so many messages, because it's starting to bother me, all the beeping constantly. But anyway, I've done tool belt. Let's see. I did a level of braking force. I did another level of character inventory slots. And I think that's about it. So now we can choose what to do next. So we have long reach available, which would be useful to us. Oil burning generators, I don't really feel the need to upgrade that right now. Nitinol processing, that appears to unlock quite a few things, some of which might even be pretty useful. Actually, what do I need for a personal fusion reactor? Yeah, I need a lot more science packs. Okay, and I need the next level of logic board. All right, so I'm not going to do that yet. Actually, let's look for personal. Yeah, I can't do those either. Okay, yeah, so I'm not going to do that. We've got mining productivity, which is always nice to have, but that's rather expensive, so I'm not going to get into that right now. Nuclear fuel processing, I think we can wait on. Express loaders might be nice. Lab research is always good. Coal liquefaction. Yeah. See, there's a lot of stuff that is going to be good to have eventually, but I don't really feel like I need it right now. I can do more logistic slots, but I don't really need those. I don't really need these super fast belts. All right, so let's do long reach, and then maybe I'll do braking force, and I don't know. Then we'll decide what to do after that. So we'll do some long reach research. One thing I want to get into, well, before I get into anything, it was pointed out to me that I had these, not those, but I had these inserters facing in the wrong direction. So I have fixed those. Thank you very much for that. And this all seems to be working pretty well. Yeah, although this is causing it to change recipes back and forth pretty often when I don't have a full belt of manganese. And that might be causing me to lose the finished product that's in there. Although once I make the molten, it ought to go out into the pipes right away. All right. Yeah, so I don't think it's a problem, but it's probably dumping out the inventory a lot more than it really needs to. This would be better if I could put like a timer on it. You know, so that it wouldn't change so often. But maybe there's a setting on the mod for how often it updates. Let me take a look at that. What was that called? Crafting Combinator. refresh rate. How many ticks there will be between updates? Okay, so what if I change this to like, if I changed it to 5 seconds? I don't think that would be so bad. So that's 300 ticks. Let's see how it works now. Okay, yeah, see, now it's not changing back. So that is a bit of a double-edged sword. Yeah, I don't think I like that. I'm going to change it back. We'll change it back to 60 and just let it do its thing. Okay, well, so I did that. The other thing that I did is up here in slag processing, I increased the quantity of ore that I can collect here before it turns off the crystallizers, because I was getting backed up on with quite a lot of stone. Actually, all the ore processing had stopped because stone was backed up, because I wasn't using any more here. That was all stopped. So now I'm using more stone. Another thing that I could do is use the catalyst to make iron instead of the manganese. But I'm going to leave it the way that it is now. Because it is nice to be able to make iron without having to use a catalyst. And the manganese has plenty of uses, as we know. So I think I'll continue to do it this way, but I am just making ungodly amounts of crushed stone still. And everyone assures me that eventually I'm going to run out of crushed stone and then I'm going to be sad, but I just can't see the day coming. All right, so what I would like to do right now is fix my jivolite supply, because all of the regular miners, the ones that don't require acid, have mined out. I still have a little bit of infinite ore here, so I'd like to get that. I'd like to get that infinite ore going, which means that I'm going to need to bring some acid in here. Okay, so the long reach is done. What did that do for me, actually? Unknown key. Well, that's not good. I don't know if that actually gave me anything, or if that just unlocks these other levels that I need to get. Because then we have reach, build, and mine. All right, so I'll do reach, build, and mine. Let me queue it up. All right, hang on. Get rid of this stupid thing. There we go. Long reach. Okay, so we're going to do the next level of reach. Only research queued. Okay, why is that not running? We'll do reach, we'll do build, and we'll do mine. There we go. Okay. I had to enable the other science packs. Okay. So now we've got this infinite ore that we need to do something with. So let's get some miners put on there. Okay, and I think that is, yeah, that's pretty much it. And that one's not actually touching anything, that's just overlapping the edges. So I'll leave that off. Okay. So we can, well, I'll wait to hook it up to acid until we have the acid coming in. Okay. Actually, let's do this. And then I'll just put a splitter. Yeah. And we'll put one going in on each side like that. Okay, that way we'll get the same quantity going into each one. All right, now this one needs hydrofluoric acid. So we're going to have to bring in the hydrofluoric. And I don't have any tracks with me. I haven't done any train work for a while. So let me grab some track. So I'm just going to add a second. I would like to add a second station right here, but then that is going to interfere, isn't it? So it would really help if I could move this whole thing back a bit, so that the station is clear of the mining drills. So let's see if I can do that. Let's see if I have enough room for that. Yeah, I think I do. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll put down a warehouse, and I'm going to empty these. Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V. All right, and then let me take this blueprint again, and we'll remove that. I'll remove all the belts and the mining drills because I don't want to move those. I just want to move this stuff. Now this, pardon me, this doesn't work very well with logistic train stops. It seems to want to separate them into individual entities. All right. Okay, so now I'll just pick all this up. And I'll take it back to there, let's say. I love having those faster bots. That's super awesome. Let's see. Yeah, that's as far back as I can go. And I think right there is enough. Oh, okay. Yeah, it does figure it out. That's good. All right, so I'm going to put all my stuff in there, and then I'm going to redistribute the jivolite ore. There we go, and then I can pick that up. And then we'll have to move those, of course. And we can... I'm thinking one belt might be enough for these. Okay, I guess that tool doesn't work. Whoops. Alright, we'll do 2 belts. Just to make sure we have enough throughput. There. Okay, and then now I can add the second spur here. I don't know if spur is the right term for this, but okay, I need to put some signals here first. we go. All right. How do I have those signaled usually? Let's copy this. There we go. Okay, so now I should be able to place the station. Yep. Great. Oops. Jivolite 1. Okay, and then this is going to be Jivolite 1 acid. Okay, and it is hydrofluoric acid that we need. Now I've got that set up down here. Looks like I'm just using wooden chests. And I think that ought to be good enough. So let me copy that. We'll get rid of that. You know what? I think this is going to be on the wrong side. No, that'll be okay. All right, so let's copy all that and put it down and see what happens. Yeah, you know, I would really prefer to have this stuff on the opposite side. Yeah, it's not long enough. Okay. Yeah, I can make some wooden chests. I'll just go ahead and make a stack of them. Okay, and I definitely like the lower frequency of messages now. I've been checking on our trains, and I think we might need to add more trains to the depot soon. Because I've seen, well, once I've seen that there was only one train available. I haven't seen it run out or have to wait for trains yet, but I think that's bound to happen sooner or later. Okay, so I've got my wooden chests, and then we had one coming in. And what are we requesting here? Looks like we're requesting 200 barrels. Okay. Rather than use two combinators, I'm going to just start doing this with one. I don't think two are really necessary. All right, so let's copy this one. And then we'll add, which one was it? Hydrofluoric. There we go. And okay, I'm not going to set it yet. I'll wait till we're ready to do something with it. Okay, and then it looks like we're just, yeah, we're putting empty barrels back into one chest and then loading those into the train. All right, so we're going to use filter stack inserters. So those can be the full barrels, and these can be the empty barrels. All right, and that is hydrofluoric acid. There we go. Okay. Alright, and then over here I was just using belts and fast inserters, and that seems to be more than enough to get the job done. So we'll continue to work in that manner. And in fact, I think I'll do it. Oh no, I can't do one belt, can I? We do need 2 belts. Okay, so then the empties will need to be long. And this is not going to get me a balanced number of empty barrels in each one. I would have to use a splitter for that. But I don't think it's super important. I don't think it's going to get... There we go. I think it'll be okay. Let's see, how did I do it over here? Yep, looks like I did it the same way. Okay. Alright, and then we need a barreling pump. And then it'll go out this way. Alright, and this is going to be unbarreling hydrofluoric acid. There we go. Alright, and then I'll just do it like this. And that should do it. Okay, we need some power over here. Okay. Now they'll start to mine even without the acid. If they happen to choose the non-infinite ore first. Because the way the mining drills work is they'll slowly go around on each tile. But then as soon as they get to a tile that has infinite ore, then they stop. So that's why you saw it start to mine and then stop mining. Okay, so I think we can turn on the acid now. So let's set this to minus 200. And I'm guessing that the threshold on the acid is not that low. Yeah. Wait a minute. 600. Okay. So I'm going to have to change that. Or I could just request 600 barrels over here. Alright, let's just request 600 barrels. Let's see what happens. Still no delivery. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's because I don't have 600 barrels of hydrofluoric acid yet. Okay, so let's change this back to 200, and then I will just go over there and change the threshold to 200. I'm actually surprised we have such a low quantity of acid available. guess we could look at consumption. Let's see if I don't know if I'm consuming them anywhere else. That'd be in fluids. No, I should be able to see barrels here, right? Actually don't see any barrels being consumed. Maybe it would be production of... Yeah, that's weird. Okay, well, let's see if we're consuming any hydrofluoric acid. I'm assuming it's going to be green. Yeah, we are consuming it. 812 a minute. No, actually we're not consuming it right now. Okay, well, we must have been using it someplace. I just don't remember where. Would it be up here? No, only hydrochloric up there. Must be down here then. That's hydrochloric. Down here. There's the waste. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've been consuming it up here. That's right. And running out of it too, it looks like. All right, so then, yeah, let's change that to 200. Whoops. Okay, and now we have a delivery. Of course, now I can't see what delivery is getting triggered. But hopefully it's going to be going to the mining station. Let's see what we get. That's hydrochloric acid. All right, maybe hydrofluoric will be next. What are you waiting for? Oh, 120 seconds. We'll send it on its way without waiting. Okay, so now there's another delivery. Let's see if it comes in for the... No, we've only got 59 barrels of the stuff. All right, so I'm going to just steal it then. Okay, so let's go back. And so I'll just hand deliver the first batch of acid so it can get started. Just so we can make sure everything works properly. Now, if the acid is a problem and we still need more jivolite, then we could set up another mine over here, I think. I think that's the closest jivolite mine I've got. Yeah, it looks like the closest one. And this... that has a lot of non-infinite ore. Okay. So let's do this. I'm going to split between those two. Great. Okay. And we're mining jivolite once again. At least for a little while. These consume... I think they consume 1 acid every cycle. Yeah, so it's not going to last very long. But at least we know that the system itself works. We just need the material. Okay, so Long Reach is researching, albeit slowly. Our purple science packs have shut down due to a lack of electric furnaces. And those have stopped because they are missing white circuits. And white circuits have stopped. Because they're missing... Well, they're missing these boards. Oh, okay. I've got a shortage of tin. Right. And that's because I'm still making tin and lead over here in a very horrible, slow method. And that tin is also feeding this brass, which I can now get from outside. So, and I've still got tons of copper over here. All right, so so what I need to do now is I need to bring tin. I think we can keep, well, let's see. Yeah, I think we can continue to make lead directly from the rubite, as we have been. Let's see. Yeah, we've still got plenty of rubite over here. So I'll leave that alone. We're almost out of coal in the main base. But we do need to bring over tin plate and bronze plate from outside. So I think we will do that right now, since that is slowing up our production of science stuff. All right, I'm going to request nanobots, since I have some empty slots here. That way those will always stay full without me having to worry about it. And it looks like we're a little bit starved of copper as well, so we should definitely upgrade that belt. Actually, you know what? I could have left that yellow and just upgraded the main belt, but that's okay. There we go. And then we'll upgrade all of this and that. Right, and I didn't want to upgrade copper because I have so much copper ore still here in the main base. That's why we're still doing this the old slow way, but we could upgrade all these machines. Let's see what our ratios should be. Let's see, I want copper plates. You move away from there so it's not so noisy. There we go, copper plates. So what if we upgrade these to Mark IIIs? Let's just do Mark IIs. I think Mark IIs will be enough. We'll upgrade that to 6 Mark IIs. I mean, maybe it won't be enough, but it's 50% more. I think 6. Yeah, okay. Let's do Mark IIIs. Why not? All right, and then molten copper from copper ingots. We're doing copper ingots the inefficient way. All right, so if those can be Mark IIIs, that can be Mark III. Alright, so same ratio, we just upgrade everything to Mark IIIs. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'll pick those up. I'll make 3 Mark III casting machines, or I'm sorry, 6. 5, 6. I'll pick those up, and I'll make Mark III induction furnaces. And for that, I need more steel. There we go. And then I need a Mark III blast furnace, which I can make. Good. So I got everything I need. And 2, 3. Okay, and that's copper plate. Let's check inserters. Yeah, we're good with those inserters. There we go. Those will start using up the rest of the stuff there. Okay, molten copper. And lastly, the blast furnace goes right there. And that is making copper ingots. And I'll hit Shift C to get rid of the extra junk I got. Okay, and now we can make copper plates much more quickly. Let's see. Items per second. Yeah, so we'll make 12 per second with those 6 machines, which is just below what a yellow belt can handle. However, once we start bringing in copper plates by train, I think it'll be nice to have all this upgraded to red. So let's go ahead and upgrade that while we're here. So that way the whole chain for copper plates is now red belt. Okay, and then that should start to eat up that copper ore pretty quickly. The copper ore in should be fast enough. Alright, and then I'm going to tear up the brass production here. Put that in there. We can get rid of all of this junk. What? Oh, I'm already bringing in copper plate. Okay. Yeah, see, we're already... I forgot I did that. We're already prepared to use copper plate. What the heck was this for? Oh, that was for slag. Okay. Let's make this. We'll clean this up a little bit, and we'll just move all the copper over there. All right, Control V, Control V. There we go. Great. All right, that cleaned things up pretty well. So we'll let this go until all that copper's gone, and then we'll tear this up, and we'll just send the copper over from that other belt where we're already bringing it in by train. Okay, and now we can remove the bronze plate. Yeah, you know what? Actually, let me put this back here real quick. Molten bronze. There's some ingots. All right. Yeah, that's I just wanted to use up the rest of the ingots that I had. And then I'll just pick up the extra plates. That way we can empty these pipes out so we're not wasting anything. Kind of like I'm doing right now. Oh, okay. I can't use that. Good. Alright. So I'm just going to put this into a box so that we have someplace to put these excess plates. There. Okay, then we can pick that up, and we can get rid of all this. Okay. Good. So we're done with the brass here, or the bronze, rather. Alright. So we'll bring bronze over by train, and we'll send it there. God, what a mess this is. Alright, well, first thing I'm going to do is shut off the bobmonium supply. And let that finish using it up. Now this also means I'm going to be starting to run short on silicon ore here in the main base because this is where I'm getting it. But I think I'm also bringing silicon ore in by train. Yeah, I'm bringing it in here. No. That's an outbound station. It's coming here from the bot network. So I will need to start to import silicon ore. And I think I was doing that before over here, and then I stopped it because I was accumulating too much over here. Okay, so we're going to need silicon, brass, and tin plates to main base. And we'll assign that to myself as always. And we'll make that first priority. Okay, well this apparently still has a lot of bobmonium in there, so it'll take a few minutes for that to finish. And then in the next episode we'll work on... What the heck is this? Oh, belt balancer. Nice. Yeah, so in the next episode we'll work on bringing that stuff in by train, and we'll figure out what to do after that. Not quite sure. I think the next, once we get this cleared up, I think the next logical step is going to be to start working on circuit production outside of the main base, because we've got lots of plates being produced. So once I have some circuits to go with that, then we can start to do science pack production off-site, which is kind of our next step here in the upgrade of the base. So until then, have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.